Just joining us. This is the first half of Lusaka Powerhouse versus Green Buffaloes being played at Yota Mole Arena. Green Buffaloes in green and Powerhouse in blue. The score is 0-0. We're about 3 minutes into the game. It's a line out to Powerhouse. For those of you who are just joining us, my name is Chisanga Ngomalala. In the commentary box, I'm here with Glenn. Glenn, what are your thoughts about today's game?
Thank you very much, Chisi. It's always a pleasure being around you. It's Buffaloes against Lusaka. This game is full of full package, if I may call it, knowing that Lusaka are highly motivated coming from a win, and Buffaloes obviously coming from a loss and not so wounded as we get to always know them as wounded Buffaloes. So we expect to have a big hit of a game, and it's Lusaka into the attack.
Already we can see Lusaka Powerhouse coming in with the pressure, the big hit there from Kelly. Just playing the ball down the line, Powerhouse. Colin Matserka, Melvin Banda. There with a big break, almost managing to beat his defender. Another big hit from Lusaka Powerhouse. Lusaka Powerhouse starting this game on a good note, just playing through the phases. Oh, and there they lose the ball back, but it's still their ball. Ref just spotting an infringement and advantage, so bringing the ball back to where the first infringement was made. Let's see what Lusaka Powerhouse decide to do from this position. Lusaka Powerhouse opting to go for the 3 points early in the game. For their fly have to take this ball. Colin Matsereka. Let's see if they can capitalize early off in this game. And penalty, the linesmen lift their flag, so 3-0 in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. Lusaka Powerhouse starting this game on a good note. Scrum down in favor of Green Buffaloes. Let's see how they'll decide to play from this position. Buffaloes, as Glenn earlier mentioned, are coming off a bit of a painful loss that they had against Mufulira Leopards, Mufulira Leopards are currently playing against Red Arrows as we speak right now. That's a good kick from Green Buffaloes. Line out in favor of Powerhouse. Today's game is a very competitive game because Buffaloes and Lusaka Powerhouse are almost on the same number of points. So whoever wins this game today gets one over their opponents. Lusaka just almost spilling the ball in their half, but Melvin manages to make a clearance. But it seems he was in the 22, so that's a straight out, and the line out to be taken right from the position where he kicked the ball. Let's see if Green Buffaloes can take advantage of this position that they have. Green Buffaloes with the ball. Green Buffaloes fighting with that ball, and an interception from Lusaka Powerhouse. But the ref brings it back for an earlier infringement.
It's a scrum which looks like in the 5 yards of Lusaka. Let's see what will come out of that. It's a highly contested match, and everything seems pretty as planned by coaches. Let's see who's going to draw the first blood out of the opponent. Lusaka fading the ball and driving for a touchdown. Penalty against Lusaka, and Patson goes in for attack. The resistance from the back line seems to be very solid. A quick ball out by Buffaloes. Still in. That looks like going in for a touch, but Lusaka have handled the pressure well and out in attack. That's a quick run, and that's Kashimoto with a good hit in the side. The seniority of Kashimoto has come to play. Chisi, obviously looking at that hit, obviously, did you see Buffaloes looking more hungry as compared to Lusaka?
From the way the game is already being played, I can see Buffaloes are still licking their wounds from the previous game that they lost against Mufulira Wanderers. Mufulira Rugby Club, sorry.
You love football. It's not just to only do rugby. Obviously, you love football. That's
Yes. Mufulira Wanderers is a very strong team. Likulu. Anyway, so getting back to the game, I think Buffaloes are going to come in strong in this game, seeing that they lost the last game, so they want to make amends for the mistakes they made in the previous game. But Lusaka also coming off a win, so really expect them to come all guns blazing for today's game. Already the score is 3-0 in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse, so with a good run from the Lusaka player, if they can just keep on playing with the good phases. Melvin Banda opts to kick the ball deep into the 22, but it goes out and ball will be taken back to the same spot that it was kicked from. This is a second missed kick from Melvin Banda. Let's just hope he can get his kicking boots back on.
Indeed, Chisi, obviously you could see the intention. They wanted to gain ground, looking at the pressure that Buffaloes have mounted onto them, that pretty much the pressure is showing, and that's why they opted for a kick. But anyway, it's a ball that went straight out, and the referee decided to take it where it was taken from, and it's scrum in favor of Buffaloes. Langa to throw in the ball into the scrum, and Buffalo seems to have a heavy package as compared to Lusaka, and you can tell from the drive, and the ball is out. Langa straight into the run and through into the wings, and that is well ushered by the Buffalo Lusaka Powerhouse defense. Good tackle by Lusaka.
What a big hit.
Chisi.
You can see Buffalo starting to use their big forwards, as you said earlier on that their forwards are very big, so you can see Buffalo starting to play the ball there with their flanker, taking the ball out to the wings. Let's see if they can take advantage of the man-man overlap. But that's a good tackle from Lusaka Powerhouse. Also making sure that they put in some very good tackles.
Definitely, we expected that from the veteran Melvin Banda doing those damages. Obviously, that's why he's called the veteran in this team. We are getting into this. This is getting exciting as we look at the game unfolding, Chisi. We expect to have good rugby this afternoon, Chisi.
Exactly, exactly. So let's see what Buffaloes can do from this line out, if they can use it to their advantage. Play the ball down the wing to their flanker, Nathan. It's a big hit from their number 6. But the ref spots an infringement and it's turnover ball to Lusaka. Lusaka opting to go for a quick ball, but the referee brings it back.
Buffalo seems to get the tactics right against the Lusaka Powerhouse. Much of the game has been played in the half of Powerhouse. And obviously knowing that they are home today, we expected so much from Lusaka Powerhouse, knowing that their tails are so high. But unfortunately, the wounded Buffaloes, the dotted wounded Buffaloes, I may put it this afternoon, knowing that they're coming from the loss. Obviously, they would want to be dominant. If you look at the 8 in the past 5 years, Buffaloes have been doing so much well as compared to Lusaka. Up today, it will be a 10 of all things that Lusaka might take advantage of the low running of Buffaloes.
Yes, yes. So this is another line-out throw from Lusaka Powerhouse. Lusaka Powerhouse winning their line-out and they're playing it down the back line. This is the first time we've seen them play a move from the back line. Let's see if they can... a missed throw from the Lusaka Rugby player, but you could see the intention that they had there. They were trying to play the ball down the line to their back line, maybe hoping to get the ball to the winger.
Yeah, you could see the intentions of them wanting to move with a quick ball, but unfortunately they've got maybe better hands as it is in the as mainly call it in the rugby cycles. But probably if they get their coordinate rights, obviously they'll get an edge over Buffaloes. You could tell the plan that they would want to get everything quickly on the run, like on a Hot Wheels. But unfortunately, the game itself is just disturbing them. And it's taking so much time to throw in that ball, and the referee has just scored an infringement against Buffaloes. Chisi, what do you make out of that, knowing that these people know how much time they have to do these things and know they're just not falling in place?
Usually it's just early jitters, it's just the beginning of the game, so maybe the players still thinking they have enough time, but hopefully they can get it right in the next phases. So there just we saw Lusaka kicking the ball straight out. This is the third mistake that we've seen from the Lusaka players, but hopefully the coach can have a few words with the players and just remind them of the idea when they are kicking the ball, that the ball should at least bounce before it goes out. So line out throw to Buffaloes. Buffaloes winning the line out and opting to go through their forward pack. Big hit coming from their number 6, Buffaloes. Buffaloes recycling the ball and they kick the ball. Nicely caught by the Lusaka fullback. Let's see if they can hold on to possession now that they have the ball. Lusaka Powers kicking the ball for clearance, but oh, what a knock on from the Buffaloes fullback.
Very unfortunate from the Buffaloes fullback, and then Lusaka, they've taken advantage of it, knowing that they've taken advantage of that knock on. Probably they'll gain ground over it and get their tails high, just as they proved to be on a good run as the time they played in Kwazi. It's a scrum down, and Lusaka to feed in the ball by Jackson. Penalty against Buffaloes. Melvin Banda to take the kick, probably to gain some ground. Obviously this time he's going to do better. He's miskilled already 2 shots. And Kellon has decided to take things in his own hands, knowing what has been done by Melvin in the past 2 kicks. Oh, sorry. They've decided to go for the post, and Kellon is just setting his kicking tee. Probably that's like, I would say 30 yards away from the post. Oh, that workout is planned by Lusaka Powerhouse. We wait for the kick to be taken. Seems it's coming on, but is short by the kick, and Buffaloes have gone straight into attack. And it's penalty against Buffaloes again. Good pressure by Lusaka Powerhouse. And if you're just joining us, it's 3-0. And Buffaloes are in green, and Lusaka Powerhouse in their traditional blue, navy blue. Chisi, you've seen the miscue from the Buffaloes and the ambitiousness of them wanting to attack from their own bedroom, obviously the 5-yard.
Yeah, so you can see just from them trying to attack from their own 5 meter, they've ended up losing possession of the ball, and now Lusaka are at advantage. You know, the interesting thing about today's game, Glenn, is that the points difference between Buffaloes and Lusaka Powerhouse is only 1 point. So whoever wins today's game can cement their top 4 position. So it's a very interesting encounter. Lusaka sitting at 26 while Green Buffaloes is sitting at 27. I bet Buffaloes is feeling a bit hard done after losing last week's game and want to make amends so that they don't lose that 4th position. Quick ball from Lusaka Powerhouse, but he comes short of the try line. Let's see if they can use their big forwards to crash onto the line. Green Buffaloes keeping strong on defense, but he's just short there. Ref calls advantage. It's a bit scrappy from Lusaka and Buffaloes, but you can see Lusaka still fighting strong to cross over the white line. They opt to use their back line, but they're still held in defense. Let's see what Lusaka opt to do from here. Play it to their fullback Saulos, who also gets caught by the big forwards of Green Buffaloes. This has become a very tight contest. Let's see if Lusaka can take advantage. Just playing the ball down the line to big Isaac Sakala. Takes the ball out, but he's brought down by the center. Taken back all the way to the 22-meter line. Melvin opting to go for a drop kick, but he miscues that one. But as much as that was a miscue, it still was advantage Lusaka. Their number 14 failing to hold on to that ball, giving advantage to Lusaka Powers. Let's see what the ref decides to call. Just walking over to his linesman so that he can get a clearer idea of what actually happened. So the referee opting to give the ball to Green Buffaloes. There will be a drop from the try line. The Green Buffaloes, number 10, opting to kick that ball deep into Lusaka territory. Saulos Banda with the ball, he steps, decides to go alone. And an interception there from Green Buffaloes. The ref just calls the ball. So, Glenn, what do you make of that interception? That was...
No, that was quite a quick snatch from Buffaloes, knowing that they really want also to put numbers on the board. And unfortunately for Lusaka, they are hard beaten, obviously reaching in the 5-yard, and they had all what it took for them to get the 5 points. But unfortunately, I would say the wounded Buffaloes are up in house, and they're seeing that everything seems to work in their favor, and it's all good and working good for Buffaloes as it is.
I can say Buffaloes have really had some good defense in the last 5 minutes, because Lusaka have been knocking on their bedroom door, but they've managed to defend it, and now at least they've moved the ball away from their try line and playing on the 22 now. Let's see if Lusaka can take advantage of this scrum and put some more points on the board. Lusaka opting to play through the back line. Saulos with the ball. He's brought down by the Green Buffaloes defense, but Lusaka still with the ball. opting to crash through their centers. He's brought down just right at the 22. Plays the ball to Colin Masreka into the forward. Powerhouse forwards. See them recycling. You can see the number 10 for Lusaka already in position waiting for that ball. The ref just calls it dark for ref just having a word with both teams. Advantage Powerhouse. Powerhouse opting to go for another 3, putting 3 points on the board. Let's see if they can take advantage of this. The number 10 for Lusaka Powerhouse, Collins. One of our few players that have come all the way from across the Zambezi, taking the penalty. And the ball goes over the post, bringing the score to 6-0 in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. For those of you who are just joining us, this is week 12 game between Lusaka Powerhouse and Green Buffaloes. The score is currently 6-0 in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse, who are the home team today. Lusaka already taking advantage of the home team status and putting 2 penalties over the post. So kickoff from Green Buffaloes deep into Lusaka territory. That's a bad hit from the Green Buffaloes player, but the ref calls advantage. Lusaka playing the ball out of their half. Let's see if the defense of Green Buffaloes is up to the task. Nice jink from Langa with a nice step. Very exciting game today from Langa. Last week's man of the match for Buffaloes, in my own opinion. Glenn, what do you make of that dummy pass from Langa?
Langa is always a darling of the pitch. Obviously, you can tell from his prowess of movement, and everyone bought from that dummy. 2 players were sold in that, but unfortunately didn't have much backup for him to cover it up. That's a good tackle by Lusaka against Tendai. And over to you, Chisi.
Yes. Green Buffalo still with the ball, just eating into Lusaka's territory. But Lusaka win the possession game, and it's a turnover ball to Lusaka. Lusaka's defense has also come alive today, and you can just see the way they've defended. They've managed to make sure that Green Buffaloes don't go into their territory.
Yeah, unfortunately that Buffaloes are going in solo attacks. If only they can go in packs, obviously they'll be having time to shoot their ball, which is making it easier for Lusaka Powerhouse to snitch the ball off the set of in terms of scrums and moves. But pretty much in terms of their kick haven't been good, so the ball is still in play. And Jackson, is that Jackson? Sorry, unfortunately it wasn't Jackson. And another dummy from Buffaloes, and they've been well blocked by Lusaka Powerhouse. Rock set. Good movement by Buffaloes. And good tackle by Lusaka. Ball is out. That's Nathan Chela on the ball. Mo set. And that's Tendai to gain ground with a kick. Saulos, the fullback, handles it well. Let's see what he'll make out of that. Good kick. Another kick from Buffaloes as well. Just that's the gaining ground of the kick to gain ground. Melvin Banda on the ball. Let's see what he's going to do with it. He decides to attack. That's good movement by Jackson. Buffaloes contesting for the ball by Tendai, but unfortunately it has been well covered. That's Sakala, and a good exchange with Jonah. That's Kellon, who's kicked the ball into the half of Buffaloes just to gain some ground. And Tendai has just got hold of the ball and kicks it back into the Powerhouse half to gain ground. Line out in favor of Lusaka. Lusaka opts to go for a quick one, but the referee has just blown for a retake. The ball has already been marked. Teams just taking shape in terms of line out, waiting for the ball to be thrown in. Line out to be taken by Lusaka. That's a good jump. Unfortunate it has passed all the jumpers, and obviously fortunate it has fallen into Lusaka Powerhouse ends. The ball is out. Kellon kicks in for ground gaining. Okay. Unfortunately, the ball has gone out, and the ball has been marked by Lusaka. You see, this game seems to be playing just in the half of the pitch, and we haven't seen much in terms of advancement into the other each other's try boxes. Do we see a certain pattern of it just being played in the halfway and the kicks that we are observing at this moment?
Yes, from what I've noticed in this first half, Green Buffaloes are failing to control the air ball. So Lusaka are just taking advantage whenever they have the ball in their half or their territory. They're just kicking either for touch or kicking for territory, and Green Buffaloes are failing to have answers for those kicks. Lusaka Power is playing a good ball through their back line. It's advantage Green Buffaloes. Let's see what they decide to do. They take the ball to their winger, who does a short, quick tap, but Lusaka managed to overturn that ball, and it's now advantage Powerhouse. So like you earlier alluded, Glenn, Lusaka Powerhouse are pushing the ball into Green Buffaloes territory, and it's making it very difficult for Green Buffaloes to come out of their half.
Yeah, just rightly like you've put it. I don't know really what Buffaloes want to do, if it's to attack from their first half, like from their half into Lusaka Powerhouse half. But what I feel could be a very good movement for them, it's them kicking balls out, and probably if they can catch them unaware in the second half, because they're not doing so good in terms of covering up on the next man. So as it is now, obviously scrum in favor of Buffaloes and Langa to feed in the ball. The ball is out to Tendai, and Tendai goes in for a kick to gain ground. But let's see, if you see in the way they're moving in isolation, and Saulos is one kind of a good player that would manage about two players and swallow them. And that's Patson, who has, instead of him knocking on, he decided, and he knocks on the ball. Obviously this is a support that they are not getting in, so instead of him going with a pack, it's unfortunate that they want just to play as individual players.
Yes, you can see Green Buffaloes seem to have a lot of ball handling errors, which keep on frustrating the forward pack, because they have to keep on going down for a scrum. So maybe they can just calm their nerves down. Maybe they are a bit under pressure because they know what's at stake when it comes to this game. Them being a point above Lusaka Powerhouse and wanting to keep that top 4 slot. So they could be a bit of jitters right now in the first half, but hopefully as the game goes on they can calm down and start to work their way to the try line. But right now it's Lusaka's scrum. The ref just having a short word with the players, with the captains, probably just telling them to continue following the rules, to calm down, just making sure that they understand what they have to do. So scrum down in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. Scrum down in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. Jackson, the scrummer for Lusaka Powerhouse, just to feed in that ball. And let's see what Lusaka Powerhouse decide to do. Lusaka opting to go through their center, Melvin Banda, managing to recycle that ball really quick. And the long ball from the number 10 for Lusaka Powerhouse. A winger just there, deciding to go straight into his man, but the ball has been stolen and Green Buffaloes are on the run now. Ooh, what a bad tackle from Lusaka Powerhouse. Let's see what the referee decides. So it's a line-out ball in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. Lusaka Powerhouse having most of the possession in this first 30 minutes of the game. So line-out throw by Lusaka Powerhouse. So the referee just bringing it back so that
teams just having pep talks, obviously, as they get deep into the match. There seem to be just a water break, and players are getting just into shape for the scrum. And the referee's just blown the whistle to resume the game. If you're just joining us, it's 6-0 in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. And the ball is out by Patson, who's the 8th man for Buffaloes, and he's been hit, and more has been, rack has been formed. Good tackle by Lusaka Powerhouse to block the wingman. Kashimoto goes in for a solo attack, but defense has been solid to stop him. That's Tendai with a quick ball. That's Nathan Chela from Buffaloes. Langa to distribute, they redistribute the ball. Good movement and steady drive by by Buffaloes, sorry. Ball is out of the rack and it's in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. That's good thinking by Kellon to gain ground. Good attack and movement by Buffaloes. Saulos gets hold of the ball and is in full swing of attack, and that's Sakala. Well tackled, and that's Allow. And good tackle. That's good defense by Buffaloes. That's Jonathan into attack. Ball well protected by Lusaka. That's Kelly Sameton. And that's Melvin Banda on the ball. The ref has blown in for an infringement, and you can see frustrations from Melvin. Chisi, what do you make out of that?
Okay, so far so good. I can see Lusaka have come with a lot of energy here in the dying minutes of the first half, playing the ball, taking the ball from one wing to another. They've managed to keep possession of the ball. I would say that Lusaka have had more possession of the ball, and maybe that's why the scoreline shows that it's 6-0 in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. So there the ref just having a word with his linesman while some of the Lusaka players just get some medical attention and some water. But I can see that Lusaka, from the way this game has been played so far, look more hungry for the win as compared to Buffalo. At the beginning of the season, Buffaloes was one of the teams to watch, but towards the end of the season, you can kind of see a bit of tired legs. I don't know, do you think maybe they're not as inspired as they were at the beginning of the season?
Not really, I would say inspired because obviously they just received the new coach, the new coach obviously, and you could look that they received the new kit. But when you look at the experiments that have been making on the pitch, obviously looking at the positioning, you look at the likes of Jackson. Jackson is not a number 10, but obviously he's been playing as a number 10. He's a center, and that has also been costing them. And if you look at other people like that, the likes of Langa, he's a scrum half. But for the last game that they played against Mufia, he was a winger. So obviously there've been so much of experimental in terms of their movement of the team. If only they can keep that cohesion and maintain their positions, probably they've been vying for the championship this year.
Exactly, exactly. You can see they've made a couple of switches from the team that played against Mufulira Wanderers. Mufulira, sorry, my bad again. Saying Mufulira Wanderers. You can see that they've made a couple of switches from the team that played Muf Leopards last week, and players like Jason today not even featuring. So maybe the coach is still trying to get his final team, trying to get the team that he feels will bring enough balance to the game. So we resume with Lusaka Powerhouse putting in a scrum. Jackson there with the ball, putting it into the scrum. Adriano coming out on 8th man, but it's brought down by the defense from Green Buffaloes. Carlon with the ball, decides to go for a skip pass to Saulos. Saulos there with the twinkie toes, but just failing to get the ball out of his hands. And now Green Buffaloes, number 10 there, stepping, making his way through, but he's brought down by Lusaka defense. The ball out to the wing. Number 13 just opting to kick the ball high for a kick and chase, but the referee calls it back for an earlier infringement that he spotted. So just see the ref there having a short word with the players before the next play. Seems to be a scrum down in favor of Green Buffaloes. Langa, the number 9 for Green Buffaloes, putting the ball into the scrum. Let's see if Buffaloes can come out of their territory here, because they've played the last 20 or 30 minutes in their half. The flyer opting to go to put the boat to. But there's a knock on from the soccer players. A bit scrappy, this ball here. Nobody really taking control of the game. Everyone just kicking the ball, but nobody trying to hold on to the ball. Green Buffaloes with the ball still here, starting to use their forwards. Like you earlier mentioned, Glenn, Green Buffaloes have got a big forward pack, but they don't seem to be really taking advantage of the size that they have. Because most of the balls that they've been having, they've been kicking away possession and failing to take control of this game.
Yeah, Chisi, let's put until into the attack, and let's see if Buffaloes that will count for them. And definitely Buffaloes have arrived for face John. Is that a try, Chisi, or it's the referee calls in for 5 yard? That's a knock on.
Yeah, that's a knock on.
Just like you were saying, Chisi, Buffaloes haven't taken advantage of the body size that they have. They're going in for the hits and not looking at the gaps. That's what has separated them as compared to Lusaka Powers. They've been more strategic in the way they are playing their game. They're looking at the gaps and moving quite faster in terms of them just getting ground.
Yes. Let's see what they decide to do from here. But there we could just see Green Buffaloes kicking game working to their advantage. For the first time in today's game, they've managed to reach into the 5 yards of Lusaka Powerhouse. So let's see if they can take advantage of this and put some points on the board. But so far, we're about in the last 10 minutes of the first half, and it's 6-0 in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. Lusaka Powerhouse being the team at home, although we're playing from Yota Mulea Arena. For those of you who are making your way, don't forget that today's game is not being played from Lusaka Powerhouse, but is being played by Yota Mulea right here in the heart of Showgrounds by the Red Arrows Rugby Club.
The audience just seems to be very encouraging, looking at the number of people that have come to watch the game. Obviously, it's a highly anticipated match in Lusaka. Obviously, other side of the country, obviously, people are watching is Red Arrows. It's Muflia against Red Arrows. If Red Arrows win the game today, meaning they win the league. So obviously, Muflia would want to do everything possible to inflict the damage on Red Arrows not to win the game. Back here in Lusaka, it's 6-0 in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse, who are the hosts today at the Yotam Mlea Arena.
So Lusaka Powerhouse just opting to kick the ball away just to gain some ground and ease the pressure that they've been under in this dying minutes of the first half. Buffalo's taking the ball into contact. They still have the ball there. The forwards just opting to go full throttle through the gaps. Green Buffalo still with the ball, using their big forwards now. Referee just spots an infringement there, and it's advantage Green Buffaloes. Green Buffaloes opting to go for a quick tap, but the ball is intercepted by Lusaka Powerhouse. Referee has seen another infringement. Probably it's an offside call. Lusaka players not moving back 10 as fast as possible. So it's advantage Green Buffaloes. Let's see, do Green Buffaloes, are they going to go for a 3 or they're going to try and go for a line out, maybe hoping to put in some points?
Looking from the things I can see Larry running onto the pitch with a kicking team, and obviously Tendai would want to go and give it a try on the 3-pointer. And let's see if they can cushion it probably with that. But as it stands, obviously they are beating on points, and they'll do everything possible to see that they have numbers on the scoreboard. And definitely they are going for a 3-pointer. Let's hope he's going to keep the timing in terms of the duration of him taking that penalty, and they don't lose that advantage.
Yes. We've seen a lot of those mistakes where players are not keeping track of time, and the ball is kicked by the Buffaloes number 10, but he misses. Lusaka Powers just opting to kick away touch, and that's the end of the first half. Ladies and gentlemen, right now the score is 6-0 in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. We're going to half time. For those of you who are just joining us, this is halftime of Lusaka Powerhouse versus Green Buffaloes. The score is 6-0 in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. So
a dedicated professional. Her days are filled with meetings and deadlines, but there is one thing on her mind: getting motor insurance for her brand new car.
But I need to get my insurance done though.
As Lucy begins her car journey, excitement fills the air, but she knows there is something crucial missing: safety and protection. The fear of being pulled over by traffic police looms over Lucy. She dreads the complicated and time-consuming process of getting insurance. Will she find a solution? Enters MGen on my WhatsApp. Just a chat away, this service transforms the way you buy motor insurance. It's not just efficient, it's also extremely convenient. With MGen on my WhatsApp, Lucy can now focus on what truly matters: her journey, her ambition. Insurance simplified. Text HI to MGen on my WhatsApp to easily buy, renew, or validate your insurance. When it's worth it, it's worth talking about. Meet Lucy, a dedicated professional. Her days are filled with meetings and deadlines, but there is one thing on her mind: getting motor insurance for her brand new car.
But I need to get my insurance done though.
As Lucy begins her car journey, excitement fills the air. But she knows there is something crucial missing: safety and protection. The fear of being pulled over by traffic police looms over Lucy. She dreads the complicated and time-consuming process of getting insurance. Will she find a solution? Enters MGen on my WhatsApp. Just a chat away, this service transforms the way you buy more.
I am Rapelang Ravana, and I'm a partner at Fast Forward Innovation, where we work with ambitious organizations that seek to innovate and grow using digital technologies. It is therefore with great excitement that I am here to wish Zanako a very happy 55th anniversary. One of the things that we have learned is that to succeed in today's world, organizations have to be willing to let go of who they were 10 or 5 years ago and willingly reinvent themselves to leverage the best tools available today. I have every expectation that Zanako will continue to grow and leverage its ability to be agile and resilient and maintain its position as the front runner in the Zambian market.
Are you a business owner looking to simplify the management of your fleet? Opt for the Total Energy solution. It's convenient and multi-service. Each one of your drivers can have access to the benefit setup, a card linked to the vehicle, and a personal code for better traceability. Secure and control your budget by setting the maximum threshold, geographical and time restrictions per card and per vehicle. Managing your fleet from a distance is easier and safer for you as a business owner, thanks to the numerous digital services that meet your professional needs. From a distance, you can check the activity, monitor the transactions, control your expenses, and of course, download your invoices. Moreover, it only takes a couple of clicks to take advantage of this service. Therefore, do not hesitate to subscribe to the Total Energy solution and order your cards online.
I am Rapelang Ravana, and I'm a partner at Fast Forward Innovation, where we work with ambitious organizations that seek to innovate and grow using digital technologies. It is therefore with great excitement that I am here to wish Zanako a very happy 55th anniversary. One of the things that we have learned is that to succeed in today's world, organizations have to be willing to let go of who they were 10 or 5 years ago and willingly reinvent themselves to leverage the best tools available today. I have every expectation that Zanaco will continue to grow and leverage its ability to be agile and resilient and maintain its position as the front runner in the Zambian market.
Back for the second half, which is Lusaka Powerhouse versus Buffaloes, and Lusaka are leading by 6 points to nil. And if you're just joining us, Lusaka Powerhouse are the host at the Yotam Mulia Arena in the Showgrounds, Lusaka, who are dressed in navy blue, and Buffaloes in green. And the referee has just called in for maybe a quick run for the players, just to have a quick pep talk as we get into the second half. It was a highly contested match. Obviously, the scores have showed in the results that we've just amassed from the first half. And the center referee for the game is Kelvin Tembo, an experienced referee in Zambia, and he's managing the game very well. And to begin the game, it's Buffaloes with Tendai. And Samaton handles the ball. Kellen to take things in his own hand, and he clears it off for a line out. The referee has just blown in for a line out, which is in favor of Buffaloes. That's a good line out by Buffaloes. Good drive by Buffaloes, who are headed for a try. Let's see if that's a penalty against Buffaloes. Results elsewhere in Muflira, it's Muflira 3 and Arrows 3. Jackson with the ball to feed it into the scrum, and it's in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse, who are driving north-south. Chisi Buffalo seems to have a bigger pack. Are they going to take advantage of this scrum and win it against Lusaka?
Since it's Lusaka's ball, I'm expecting Lusaka to keep possession of that ball and just kick it out of their half. Melvin Banda just opting to crash the ball, probably to set it in order for the fly-off to. Nice dummy from Lusaka Powerhouse, but he's just brought down right outside his 22. Lusaka still playing the ball from their half. Probably a change of tactic from their coach. Maybe he told them that in this second half, don't kick away too much possession. But there we go, Melvin with a good kick out of his 22. Buffalo's bringing that ball back, and a good kick, allowing them to gain some possession, gain some territory. The beginning of the second half, we can see that Buffaloes don't want to play the ball in their half, so they're making sure whenever they have the ball, they kick it out of their half so that they can start to slowly build from Lusaka territory. Lusaka seemingly under pressure right now, having to come back to where they had initially kicked the ball away from. Lusaka to throw in the ball. Good line out throw from Lusaka, although Melvin Banda again with a good offload to their number 13 all the way to the wing. You can see there Lusaka, one of their players, Melvin Banda, is down, and their winger Harrison also down there on the wing. Let's just see what call the ref makes here. The ref just having a word with the linesman so that he can get a clearer idea of what exactly transpired.
Good thinking by Lusaka Powerhouse, knowing that they want to play on a break and also a quick run. But unfortunately, that Melvin and Harrison have been hit. And obviously, these have been crucial and very strategical players on the pitch. And you can say from the workaholic side of Melvin that has gotten things in his own hands, driving in the final thirds of the pitch, which is quite encouraging. The other youngsters that are on the pitch, and Buffaloes don't seem to, for me, even up to now, I haven't really understood Buffalo's strategy in them and getting into this game. As it is now, Chisi, they are bleeding 6 points to nil, and they haven't recorded any point with 2 miscues of their post-tried chances.
Yes, there we can see the Buffaloes captain, Patson Kasondi, just having a word with the referee, trying to understand what calls have been made. There the ref just coming down back to the injured player Melvin Banda. He's still down. Let's just hope he can continue the game. The ref just bringing the ball back to where the ball was initially, to an earlier infringement, but it's still advantage Lusaka. Kalon Matsrika with the ball. So there, a good kick from Colin Masirika, kicking the ball out for touch. So it'll be a line out in favor of Lusaka, deep in, right in the beginning of the Green Buffaloes territory. And it's still Lusaka ball. Lusaka throwing in the ball at the line out. Let's see if they can take advantage of this. Lusaka managing to win possession of that ball. The ball goes to Melvin. He passes it to his number 10, who just goes for a small kick into Green Buffaloes territory. But the winger from Green Buffaloes managing to keep possession of that ball, but he's brought down right in the 22 by Lusaka's defense. You can see Green Buffaloes opting to play it from their half, taking it to their big forwards on the wing. Brought down by another resilient defense from Lusaka Powerhouse. They just lose the ball there.
It's the penalty for Buffaloes, and obviously Lusaka Powers to defend. Tendai goes in for a kick, for a line out to gain ground, and unfortunately it doesn't gain the ground that he needed as he anticipated, but a kick is a kick, and they're here. And to take the line out, that's Patson, who's the 8th man again. Seeing how strategic they are, obviously getting the 8th man to come and throw in the ball. Obviously knowing their hook hasn't been doing great much of work to see them through, and they decided just to opt to get the 8th man to do the needful. Let's see what Buffaloes will make of the line out, and it is well thrown, and they've guarded it. The ball is out, and they're going in for a kick. Let's see if Kellon will get it out of it. That's well hashed. And that's Melvin goes for a crash. Kellon goes in for a throw in again, gives in for a wingman. Let's see if the wingman will be ushered out, and definitely he's going out. This ball is in favor of Buffaloes now. They've safeguarded their balls very well in terms of line out. Patson to take in the line out. That's good throw in by Patson, and well handled by Kashimoto. Rack has been formed. The ball is out. Tendai to take a kick to gain ground, and that's a good up and under. Allow me excuse this, and Tendai goes in for a kill, and unfortunately that's a penalty against Powerhouse, against Buffaloes, but that was a good movement by Tendai, and the referee calls for an infringement there, causing for an offside.
Yes, the ref just asking the Lusaka Powerhouse players what they opt to go for, whether it's a kick or a scrum down from the position where the infringement initially happened for. So it's a scrum down in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. In this second half, the first 10 minutes or 15 minutes of the second half, we've seen the ball being played right between both 22s. Lusaka managing to defend very well in this first segment of the second half, trying to make sure that they keep Green Buffaloes at bay. So it's a scrum down in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse, and let's see what they'll decide to do from this position.
If you look at the cohesion between Kellon and Melvin, it has been working to their advantage, knowing that everyone is quite swift and their movement, and they understand the movement of the rugby ball. Obviously, it's something that has worked to their advantage, but unfortunately, it's a penalty against Lusaka, and Tendai to go in for a line out to gain ground. Let's see how far the ball will go, and see if they can defend that line out. They've done pretty much well on the line outs, and probably they'll defend it all the way and see that they cross the line, because it will only take one try and they'll be at par with Lusaka.
Yes, just one try will change the forecast of this game. So, but we've noticed that this is about 60 minutes played, and Lusaka still haven't put, the Green Buffaloes still haven't put any points on the board. Lusaka managing to win that line out. Colin Maseka playing it to Melvin Banda, who plays it to his number 13, who manages to gain some good ground from that run of play. He's just brought down in the 50-meter yard, plays it on to Kelly with a long pass, but it's intercepted by Kashimoto from Green Buffaloes. It's been a bit of a sloppy play, not managing to get the ball all the way to the wing, but Green Buffaloes there with Mwale getting the ball. He throws it to his winger, who just kicks the ball clear to Saulos Banda, who manages to keep control of that ball. He manages to beat his first defender, passes it to Adriano, who brings it back, but it's intercepted by Green Buffaloes, who's taken out of play by the Lusaka defense. It's been a bit of ping pong rugby, where the ball goes this way, the ball goes that way. None of the teams managing to get a hold of the game in this passage of play.
As it stands now, Lusaka seems to be enjoying the game more, knowing that they've already got 6 points on the board, and Buffaloes haven't seen any of idea of how it means even just to have a point on the board. So it's quite favorable for Lusaka as it stands, and they're playing just between the two 22s as you've put. So it's pretty much working well for them. They are defending their lines well, and their plan has failed to come to fruition. But when you speak of the Lusaka powerhouse side, their plan is working, knowing that the numbers are on the board. Obviously, maybe they would have wanted to go in for a try or anything else, but they've opted to go for penalties, which have resulted into at least points.
Yes, but you know, rugby is a very funny game. You can't really put your trust in the 6 points because just one converted try would change the dynamics of the game. So Lusaka really need to put some more points on the board if they want to take control of this game. So the ref spotting an infringement right there, and it seems it's advantage Buffaloes.
Buffaloes in this half, Chisi, they've had more penalties and the like, but they haven't failed to utilize them in the sense in terms of the way they are doing it. It seems that obviously their strategies is to kick into the half and catch Lusaka on the break. But unfortunately, something that has come to fruition. Lusaka failed onto that strategy very well, and they're quite quick in terms of them retreating and safeguarding their lines.
Yes, exactly, because Lusaka have managed to defend very, very well in this game, managing to make sure that they keep Buffaloes out of their territory. Ref just spotting another infringement. Buffaloes almost going for a quick start, but the ref just calls it back. Let's see what Buffaloes are probably going to opt to kick the ball for possession from here, just to gain some ground, gain some territory, and hopefully they kick the ball, but they don't find touch. Holding at second, the number 10 for Lusaka Powers, opting to go in for contact. Melvin Banda there, opting to go for a kick. Let's see if the Green Buffaloes will catch that ball. A bit sloppy there from Green Buffaloes. Like I earlier mentioned, Lusaka Powerhouse are just kicking those balls for Green Buffaloes, who have had a hard time handling the balls today. This should be the third or fourth knock-on that they've had from the kick. So maybe Lusaka's tactic is just to kick the ball into Buffalo's territory and hope that they knock on the ball and win a penalty from there, which seems to be working out for them today.
Yeah, on the lighter moment, people say that they're butterfly hands, and which has really worked to their advantage. But would the scrum movement work to their advantage? It's again penalty against, so that's an offside to Lusaka, against Lusaka, and Buffalo seems to get the hang of it. Let's see if they're going to go for a penalty to try. Obviously, Tendai has opted to give it a shot on the post. Unfortunately, the other time that he tried on this ball, obviously went shy just to get into the final third of the post. Let's see if this will come in and just change the narrative. But I believe, Chisi, that even if they put just in this conversion right, it will change the narrative. The 3 points will keep them at bay, and they would want to go for the full try. Tendai takes it, and it's off.
That's another miss from Tendai, the number 10 for Green Buffaloes, just taking it shy of the post, keeping the scores at 6-0 in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. So that's 2 out of 2 missed by Green Buffaloes. 3 out of 3, sorry, by Green Buffaloes. That could have changed the dynamics of this game, but still keeping Lusaka Powerhouse in the game, leading 6-0. The Buffaloes, number 15, just kicking the ball, but there Saulos allowing the ball to bounce. This ball, usually when you're playing fullback, don't let the ball bounce because sometimes it can be a bit tricky. There the number 8 kicking the ball for Langa Sizira. Plays the ball to his number 14. There with a big run. That was a nice turn by the number 9 from Green Buffaloes. That would have changed the whole dynamics of the game, but he just failed to keep hold of the ball at the last minute. That was a good passage of play from Green Buffaloes. Let's hope they can keep up with this same momentum and take the game to the wire.
That was a good drive, and from the way Langa started from and where he's ended, you could tell that he had the vision of him just reaching the final third of the things and the like. But unfortunately, that it couldn't just be waited, and all the audience came up and see to it that everything was just moving their lines. Unfortunately for Buffaloes.
If Buffaloes can just start to keep catching those balls, because we've seen when Lusaka Powers kicks the ball to Buffaloes, they keep on knocking, but from this passage of play you saw there Langa catching that ball in the air, making sure that he keeps possession and making a very good counter attack from there. So if Buffaloes can keep up with this momentum, we might see them put some points on the board. There are Green Buffaloes with the scrum, managing to win that ball from the scrum. They play the ball to Kashimoto, who plays it to his winger. There the number 15 just joining the line, but he's been isolated and Lusaka managed to win that ball. Let's just see what call the ref. So it's offside advantage to Green Buffaloes. And Green Buffaloes opting to go for the post. Let's hope that this time he can put some points on the board. Green Buffaloes setting up to take this kick. This is his fourth penalty of the game. Let's see if he can put some points on the board.
And it just failed to pay off, Chisi. This is the fourth time he's gone in for a try and he's failed it.
Yes, this is
the coach at this moment, Chisi, I would be thinking of just changing someone to take that penalty now.
Yes, Green Buffaloes failing to put points on the board. I don't know if it's a case of the kicker not coming with his kicking boots today, but that's four missed penalties so far in this game. Green Buffaloes playing the ball through the wing. They managed to get the ball to their scrum half, who's brought down. Plays the ball through the forwards. Just brought down right by the halfway line. Green Buffalo still with possession of that ball. Patson Kasonde there going for a big hit through the forwards. Manages to take it to his big forwards who've recycled to the other side. Green Buffaloes now opting to play a fast game, very dynamic. But there the referee spots an infringement. Probably the ball carrier using his elbows, and it's advantage Lusaka Powerhouse. Let's see what Lusaka Powerhouse opt to do from here, seeing that they've now won possession. Maybe they'll opt to kick it to just get out of their territory and ease up on the pressure. Lusaka have been very disciplined in this second half, managing to win the turnover balls and keep Buffaloes out of their territory, easing the pressure.
Yeah, indeed, TC. That's the only thing that would save them up to the 80 minutes. And obviously, having played 62 minutes into this game, it seems like they're just remaining with like 17 minutes to see themselves through. But in rugby, that's so much time to play with. And that's a misthrow by Melvin. Obviously, it wouldn't even work to their advantage. He just let go of the ball just to see that it gains other people's grounds. It's a line out in favor of Buffaloes. Good line out by Buffaloes, and they claim the ball. And they are driving. Buffalo seems to be on the attacking side. And Soto has been brought on to the game, a legendary player. Good thinking by Buffaloes. Let's hope it to come to fruition. That's Saulos with the ball. Langa goes in for a late tackle into Saulos. And the referee calls in for an infringement. Obviously, there was a late action by Lusaka Powerhouse scrum half, Jackson. The referee is just speaking to the captain for the Lusaka Powerhouse and explaining the situation at hand. And that has been resolved finally. And Lusaka Buffaloes goes in for a touch. They want to go for a line out, you see. I think they've come to understand that it's not working out on the posts trying. So they've gone in just for a line out. Will that come out in favor of them as they get back into action?
Let's just hope that Green Buffaloes can take advantage of this possession that they have. They're now right on the 22 of Lusaka Powerhouse. Let's hope they can make advantage of this and put some points on the board, because it seems they've tried everything and nothing seems to be working for them today. There are Green Buffaloes with a quick throw. They take it to their back line. Dummy throw from the... He decides to kick, but Carlon gets the ball but just runs out of touch with the ball. I think he didn't expect that ball to come into his hands, but here Green Buffaloes again with possession. Very, very close to the try line in the 5 meter, inside the 22 of Lusaka Powerhouse. Lusaka Powerhouse obviously will want to come with all their defenders for this play, this passage of play, to make sure that Green Buffaloes don't get into their try line. Lusaka Powerhouse managing to win that ball. The number 10 from Powerhouse, Carlon, just slowing the ball down, hoping to set. You can see Melvin Banda there getting ready to kick. He kicks the ball out of touch, at least easing the pressure and gaining a bit of territory. But you're still under pressure because that wasn't a very excellent kick. So Lusaka Powerhouse still under pressure from that kick and still have to defend the line out. Patson Kasonde there on the hooker position, throwing in the ball for Green Buffaloes. The ref just wanting to have a word with the players before the line out is thrown in.
You see, nothing much has been done by Lusaka Powerhouse by them just driving the ball where it is. Kellon was supposed to read the ball back and sit with us. And same again, they've lost the ball obviously into line out. This has worked to their advantage, which is very good for them. But unfortunately, they are going to go for a fight again. But good thing thinking that this ball has gone into play. And it's good that the ball has been marked and they're going to do a line out from there. Let's hope with the 2 line outs that they've won, it's going to work to the advantage of them winning this second line out.
Yes, exactly. Lusaka just managing now to finally get the ball out of their territory and put the pressure back on Green Buffaloes. Green Buffaloes don't seem to have the answers today. But remember, last weekend they scored 2 quick tries in the final quarter of the game, so maybe we'll see them come alive in the last 20 minutes of the game. There are Green Buffaloes managing to win that line out. Lusaka managing to bring down the Green Buffaloes charge. The ref calls for an infringement. Tackler is not letting go of the player that he was tackling. Green Buffaloes choosing to go for a line out again, trying to play it in Lusaka territory. They managed to kick the ball. You see, Green Buffalo's strategy with the lineouts is a good idea. Only problem is that they've been failing to win possession of their lineouts. This is the third lineout in the space of 5 minutes, and they've lost the first two that they've had. Let's just hope that they can come alive for this one and manage to win the lineout and put in a big drive.
Let's hope they've come up with better strategy for this line out that they are going in. Obviously, they've lost the two line outs that they've had, and let's see if it works to their advantage. And again, now at least Kashimoto finally holds the ball as they wanted it to happen, and they seem to be moving with a very good hand. And I think this is going in for, and Soto goes in for a knock on, which works in the advantage of Lusaka Powerhouse now. It's just an unfortunate day for Buffaloes, Chisias. Sorry not to conclude, but I've seen so many misfortunes in this game as they play the butterfly hands. And obviously, in terms of their movements, it's either they'll get on a knock on, they'll fail to get out of the line outs. And Lusaka, it's working to the advantage of Lusaka, which would be very shameful of a big team like Buffalo not to put any points in the 80 minutes that they're going to play.
Exactly. Like what I had earlier said, Green Buffaloes have got the right ideas, but they're just failing to come away with the try or put any points on the board. Just there in the last quarter, failing to get a hold of that ball. That was the substitute Soto who had come on, but there he knocks on the ball. The referee just having a word with the players before he makes his call. This will be a scrum down in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. Green Buffaloes just not taking advantage of the possession that they had, because right there they had an overlap. 3 players on the wing and only 1 defender from Lusaka Powerhouse, and you'd have expected them just to easily pass the ball and score that try, but here we are. Half penalty in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. Full penalty, sorry. Lusaka just opting to kick the ball out of their half to gain some territory. Not a perfect kick. They don't manage to get out of their half, but like you earlier said, a kick is a kick. As long as they can gain some ground, that's a good thing for them.
Yeah, a kick is a kick. At this moment, obviously, they needed that. Even just moving by an inch forward, that's what they exactly needed. They've played so much in their half in the past, maybe 5 minutes. But and the good thing is that, and they've fought, and Buffaloes have fought that, and Adriano goes in and fails in to do the needful. Langa comes in as a darling dancer, coming back into action with the ball, and rack has been formed. And there he goes, Buffalo coming with the hit with the last 10 minutes into the game. And the referee blows in for an infringement. We'll probably wait for the final third. He's speaking to the Lusaka Powerhouse captain.
For those of you that are just joining us, welcome to Lusaka Powerhouse versus Green Buffaloes. The score right now is 6-0 in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. Green Buffaloes, after playing 72 minutes, failing to put a point on the board. Just been a couple of handling errors that have put them at a disadvantage. But let's see if they can take advantage of this scrum. Kashimoto there with the ball, plays a long pass to his winger, who's caught by the Lusaka defense and brought down. Green Buffalo still with the ball, opting to go through their forwards. That's a good hit, but a good tackle nevertheless from Adriano. Green Buffalo still with possession of that ball.
unfortunately for Buffaloes and TC, after how hard is done and everything, and they just go into an infringement, obviously. And in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse once again. Which means that Lusaka Powerhouse obviously would want to do anything possible to gain ground and kick it in their half. And from the look of things, from the way Buffaloes are playing, they would want to attack from the very start where they are, which is going to be a very long day for them. And strategically, obviously, you can see from Lusaka that they've made some adjustments to the team, obviously injecting with new blood to see to them that they get into their final third. This is the 74th minute we are playing into this game with 6 minutes to go, which is so much time in rugby. But let's see if Arrows have held, if Lusaka Powerhouse have held for the past 74 minutes without allowing their opponents to have a point, they can do it in the last 6 minutes.
So they are Colin just opting to kick the ball for possession. Green Buffaloes a bit under pressure. Soto with the ball, he passes it to his winger, who kicks possession away. Melvin Banda, they are a bit under pressure. He kicks the ball, hoping to gain some territory. That's a good catch from Buffaloes, but brought down. Langa there with the ball. But there again, Lusaka winning possession of that ball. Buffaloes seem to be having a problem with discipline, and they are losing a lot of these penalties. There you can just see a bit of a scuffle going on between Powerhouse and Buffaloes. Let's just hope the referee can get control of this game. You can see the nerves. Buffaloes are starting to get under pressure now. There the number 6 from Green Buffaloes just having, number 6 Nathan Nene Chela just having a bit of a scuffle there. Could be the pressure getting to him, or a bit frustrated with the way the game is starting to unfold. But at least the referee has managed to get control of the game and calm everyone down.
The tense is real, and looking at the minutes that have remained, obviously you can tell the pressure coming from Buffaloes, knowing that they haven't recorded any point on the board, and they would want to do everything possible to get things done, but unfortunately they're just failing to get things right. And Lusaka Powerhouse have held on to their lines, and they're getting morale from the stands, which obviously doesn't seem to be in favor of Buffaloes. And the accusation that just Nathan had, obviously it was unnecessary for him to start exchanging words, obviously, with the fans. It's quite unprofessional, if I may put it in a sentence or in a word.
Yes, true, exactly. It could be just a bit of frustration from the Green Buffaloes players, because looking at the time and looking at the scores, they are under pressure. Like I earlier said before, when the game started, that whoever wins this game will be on the 4th position on the league. Lusaka are on 26 on number 5, 26 points, while Green Buffaloes have 27 points on number 4. So if the scores stay like this, Powerhouse will get the 4th position, while Green Buffaloes will be taken back to number 5. So there, the referee just bringing the game back from the early infringement that had occurred. So it's Lusaka Powerhouse's ball, deep in territory of Green Buffaloes. Lusaka line out. Let's see what advantage Lusaka will get from this line out. Lusaka managing to win possession of that ball, takes it to his scrum half, was brought down by the Green Buffaloes defender. Referee just bringing it back for an infringement. And it's advantage Lusaka Powerhouse. You can see that the fans are up and alive for today's game. Lusaka Powerhouse are very excited about today's win.
From the look of things, I think Kellon is going to take things in his own hand to seal the day for Lusaka Powerhouse. If he gets that thing right, obviously that would be like 9 points down.
6-0. The scores are 6-0 in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. Conversion successful, bringing the scores to 9-0 in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. Colin Matsrika putting another 3 points on the scoreboard, taking advantage to Lusaka. So now, now Green Buffaloes need a converted try and a penalty to win this game. With only about 2 minutes remaining plus some added time, it's going to be a very difficult one for Buffaloes to overcome. So Tendai with the kickoff. The ball with Adeo Katinta. Playing with the ball in Lusaka Powerhouse's territory. He's brought down just outside the 22. Calling opting to shimmy his way out of there, but he's brought down. Jackson, the number 9, looking for somebody to clear that ball. He passes it to Saulos, who just does enough just to get the ball out of their 22. This has been a very disappointing game for Green Buffaloes because they've had enough penalties, they've had a lot of chances in the 22, but they've just failed to take advantage of all that possession in the dying minutes. Lusaka managing to win possession of that ball. Adeo Katinta again with a big hit. Lusaka Powers have come alive, but Green Buffaloes managing to win possession of that ball again. Playing the ball with through their forwards. Opting to go for a quick ball.
Chisi, this game has come to life after when the time is done for Buffaloes, and Lusaka Powers have accounted for themselves very well in this 80 minutes. As we speak, it's 81 minutes, probably just waiting for the ball to go out. And if you look at things, that's a knock-on from Lusaka Powerhouse. And unfortunately, Buffaloes obviously wouldn't want anything less than a try. They would do everything possible to hold on to. They would do everything possible to hold on to the ball until at least they get it underway into a try box. Good movement by Bodwin Inkoli on the board trying to drive, but unfortunately slid, and the ball is set for a more or for a rack. Sorry. Good movement by Buffaloes. That's Alawa that was ushered the attacking man from Buffaloes. Buffaloes still on the wounded minded, as they are called, wounded Buffaloes. Good drive by Buffaloes. That's probably Chisi could be the 7th wave and everything. That's an infringement by Buffalo that's an infringement by Lusaka Powerhouse. Putting hands into the rack. And Chisi, from the look of things, obviously, even if they go for that 3 points that they're trying to opt for, it won't give them any benefit of them getting close into winning. But they would have gone for the very, very, very important 5 points than going for the 2 points that the 3 points that they want to put on the board. And it's a gamble on its own as it stands. He might even miss it. And finally, TC's come with his kicking boots have arrived. I've been tried 5 times and he's only converted once.
Maybe there's still time on the board because there've been a couple of breakdowns. So Green Buffaloes getting that ball from the kickoff. Green Buffalo still having possession of that ball. Tendai opting to kick the ball away. Nice clearance kick from Collins, but so a neck tackle there from the Green Buffaloes defender, taking advantage Lusaka Powerhouse in the dying minutes of this game. The score right now is 9-3 in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. Green Buffaloes still feel like they can get a converted try in the dying minutes of this game, but it's advantage Lusaka, and they'll just opt to kick the ball away and gain some possession. Green Buffaloes with the ball. That ball didn't go out, so Green Buffaloes come up with the last wave of attack, almost knocking the ball there, but manages to keep possession of that ball. Big drive there, brought down by the Lusaka defender. Green Buffaloes still with the ball, decide to attack straight from the scrum, from the ruck, sorry. Green Buffalo still with the ball, opting to play the ball down the lines. Big hit, but a big tackle nevertheless from Green Buffaloes. The game has just come alive in the dying minutes of this game. The referee just calls it for an infringement there. Okay, so the game just brought back for an infringement, but it's advantage Buffalo. We still have a couple of minutes on the board. The ref just bringing the game back down. Can say that maybe the players are a bit tired and fatigued from this 80 minutes of battle.
I would say the game has been played in the last 10 minutes. You can see the excitement, you can see the hits, you can see the runs, you can see the enthusiasm of players wanting to see themselves in the final third and get things done. As it is, it's 9-3 in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse, who are hosting Buffaloes at the Yotam Mulea Arena, just within the Showgrounds.
Yeah, so here all Lusaka have to do is just to keep their discipline, keep their defense tight, so that they can keep possession of the game. So the scores are 9-3 in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. For those of you who are just joining us, we're in the dying minutes of the second half of this game between Lusaka Powerhouse and Green Buffaloes. It's advantage Green Buffaloes, and let's just see what they decide to do, if they're going to go for the 3 or if they're going to go for the line out. You can see their fly half just getting ready to kick that ball for touch, probably hoping to go for territory. So this is where Lusaka's discipline is going to come in play. If they can keep calm, if they can keep their nerves down, because 9-3, a converted try will see Buffaloes winning this game, and it will change the whole dynamic of the table and this game. Lusaka managing to win possession of that ball. You can see their defense and their discipline coming into play here. Big hit from the Lusaka number 17. Lusaka playing a quick ball. He's got support on his outside. He passes the ball to Saulos, who makes a good break, but he's brought down and he loses possession of that ball. Safe to say Lusaka should be happy, at least they're not in their territory anymore. Lusaka managing to get the ball out of their territory, but it's advantage Buffalo. Buffalo still knocking on Lusaka's door, hoping to put some points in the dying minutes of the game. So it's actually a line-out ball in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. Oh no, sorry. The referee just overturns that decision. So it's advantage Green Buffaloes, who go with a quick line-out. Manage to take the ball to their back line. Just failing to keep possession of that ball. The forwards from nice switch from Green Buffaloes, but he's brought down by the Lusaka defense. Green Buffalo still with possession of that ball, and there's a knock-on from Green Buffaloes. The discipline just playing a role there. Green Buffaloes losing possession of that ball when they should have kept possession because they are down, and the number 10 making a shimmy there and managing to break his way into the line. Adel Katinta almost smelling the try line. Try time Lusaka. Try time Lusaka. Try time Lusaka. Lusaka Powerhouse managing to draw blood there from Green Buffaloes. Green Buffaloes failing to keep their discipline in this game. They've come so close to the try line, but they haven't managed to put the ball over the white line. And now Lusaka Powerhouse taking advantage of that. And they've just finally snatched this win. Cullen taking the conversion for Lusaka Powerhouse. Conversion unsuccessful, but the scores are now 14-3 in favor of Lusaka Powerhouse. This is going to take a lot from, and ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the game. Lusaka Powerhouse winning this game 14-3. Lusaka were always a standout team, and they've just shown that their discipline and hard work has finally paid off. What do you have to say about the game, Glenn?
Chisi, it was anyone's game when it started off, but in the second half, I think Lusaka have shown their prowess. And in the last 10 minutes, obviously, we had seen some good rugby coming from Buffaloes, but they couldn't free it in 2 points. So it's very unfortunate. But anyway, we'll get to give the chance to the analysts. Let me just call the coaches and then just to have a quick wrap up with them.
Meet Lucy, a dedicated professional. Her days are filled with meetings and deadlines, but there is one thing on her mind: getting motor insurance for her brand new car.
But I need to get my insurance done though.
As Lucy begins her car journey, excitement fills the air. But she knows there is something crucial missing: safety and protection. The fear of being pulled over by traffic police looms over Lucy. She dreads the complicated and time-consuming process of getting insurance. Will she find a solution? Enters MGen on my WhatsApp. Just a chat away, this service transforms the way you buy motor insurance. It's not just efficient, it's also extremely convenient. With MGen on my WhatsApp, Lucy can now focus on what truly matters: her journey, her ambition. Insurance simplified. Text HI to MGen on my WhatsApp to easily buy, renew, or validate your insurance. When it's worth it, it's worth talking about.
Are you a business owner looking to simplify the management of your fleet? Opt for the Total Energy solution. It's convenient and multi-service. Each one of your drivers can have access to the benefit setup, a card linked to the vehicle, and a personal code for better traceability. Secure and control your budget by setting the maximum threshold, geographical and time restrictions per card and per vehicle. Managing your fleet from a distance is easier and safer for you as a business owner, thanks to the numerous digital services that meet your professional needs. From a distance, you can check the activity, monitor the transactions, control your expenses, and of course, download your invoices. Moreover, it only takes a couple of clicks to take advantage of this service. Therefore, do not hesitate to subscribe to the Total Energy solution and order your cards online.
I am Rapelang Ravana, and I'm a partner at Fast Forward Innovation, where we work with ambitious organizations that seek to innovate and grow using digital technologies. It is therefore with great excitement that I am here to wish Zanaco a very happy 55th anniversary. One of the things that we have learned is that to succeed in today's world, organizations have to be willing to let go of who they were.
It was a tough game. Playing Buffaloes, it was a very good game. Buffalo is my former team, so I wanted it to be a win at all costs. And I'm resigning this year, so I wanted it to be a win. And I don't know which words to use to express the morale I have in my heart. I say congratulations to my teammates. They've put their bodies on the line to win this game. I'm so happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing that Lusaka has won it for you against your former team, especially in the season that you're calling your last.
Yes.
I think going back to the game, I think Buffaloes tried to attack, but your team, I think you stood firm in the defense. What was the secret? What was the word from the technical bench?
Buffaloes is a very good team. They needed a win. Yeah, but all in all, even as we wanted a win, we didn't give it for free to them. Yes.
Okay. 2 wins in a row. You beat Nkwazi last weekend. You've beaten Buffaloes today. Next weekend is an upper battle. You're coming up against Red Arrows. How do you look at next weekend's game?
I'm promising you a tough game. Everyone wants to win this game. Yeah, we'll make it. We'll win it. It will be a tough game.
Thank you so much, Isaac Saka.
Thank you.
And all the best.
So we're using this.
Coach, a good afternoon for you. 2 out of 2 in the past 2 weekends. It was a derby. You've managed to beat Buffaloes. Your comment on today's game, Coach?
Tough game. Like I said earlier on this afternoon, I said we were ready for Buffaloes. We watched their game last weekend, so we knew their weaknesses and their strength, and definitely we just capitalized on their weaknesses. And the boys played well. The boys played well, played accordingly, according to the game plan, and yeah, the boys played good rugby.
Yes, Coach. I noticed your boys, they've dominated the game throughout. In the first half, you were leading. Second half, they had to put icing on the cake with that late try. What were your instructions when it came to game management? It seems your boys did well in that area.
Basically, you know, when a team is leading against their opponent, you've got an advantage. I did not expect, actually, we wanted more tries than penalties. But the captain actually on the field also played his role and instructed the boys to go for sticks. I wanted tries, we wanted tries as taken off bench, but the captain also instructed obviously the kicker to go for sticks, in which also paid off as well, because they went for sticks and points kept on going up. You cannot stop the boys on the field. You cannot change their decisions. When you tell them something, they do their own thing, and if it's paying off, well and good.
Lastly, Coach, next weekend it's another derby, a Lusaka derby. This time around you're coming up against Red Arrows, defending champions. The first leg they managed to beat you guys. Going into this crucial match, how are you preparing for this game, and looking at the 2 games that you've won, where do you see your team ending in that match?
It's always not an easy game playing these 3 teams in Kwazi, Buffaloes and Lusaka. I mean, in Arrows. Because I mean, these boys are one and the same. They hang out together, they play together. It's always a mind game. It's always a mind game. Because, I mean, it's up to the boys. Such games, truth be told, we would give them what we want to give them and tell them what to do. But, you know, when you guys are friends and you hang out together, you want to do your own thing on the field. So, games like that one, we train them and we tell them to say, boys, you're playing with your friends. Go and do what you want to do.
Thank you so much, Coach, and all the best in the next game.
Thank you.
It's Lusaka Powerhouse who were made victorious at Yotamulea Stadium. It has ended Lusaka Powerhouse 16 and Buffaloes 14. Sorry, the conversion didn't count. We had Kalon doing the most for Lusaka Powerhouse. He scored 3 penalties before they scored a late try to make it 14. For Buffaloes, they had crucial penalties missed by Tendai. Out of 3, he only made 1 count, and it has ended 14-3 in favor of the host, Lusaka Powerhouse. Thank you, and join us next time.
Or 5 years ago, and willingly reinvent themselves to leverage the best tools available today. I have every expectation that Zanaco will continue to grow and leverage its ability to be agile and resilient and maintain its position as the front runner in the Zambian market.